This child is such a naughty girl. Although everyone is in a hurry to get to work, she presses the emergency button. A loud noise indicates that the elevator has stopped. All of them are locked in it. However, no one dare to blame the girl. They even say that the girl is clever, because her grandfather is the owner of this company. All people in the elevator are his employees. They have no idea that a disaster is coming due to this pampered girl. Now the owner, Henry, discovers that no matter how they try to restart, the elevator is not working at all. He calls the security and learns that it is a serious situation. They have to wait. However, it's almost evening, but they are still in the elevator. Henry feels something wrong with it. He calls the security again, but they immediately hang up. While all of them don't know what to do, a woman with blonde hair starts talking to Henry. She says there is a rumor about his retirement. The retirement money will reach $70 million. The other people are all surprised by this information. $70 million is something they cannot make in their whole life. Henry is amazed and wondering why she knew that. While everyone is talking, he humbly says, "As long as you try hard, you will be like me one day." However, the blonde-haired woman becomes angry. She claims that this amount of money is made by other people's blood. Right now, the other people seem to be thinking of something. They keep silent to avoid embarrassment. A staff, William, changes the subject. He pulls his girlfriend and announces that they will get married next month. He wants to invite them all to the wedding. Nevertheless, a pregnant colleague suddenly says, "We have worked together for a long time, but thanks to this situation, I learned that you have a girlfriend." William keeps his head down because he's embarrassed. Others also fall into silence. Henry tries to contact the security again. Unexpectedly, the person answering the phone is not the security staff. He is a terrorist. Meanwhile, the blonde woman steps to front of other people. She starts telling her story. She says she and her husband had a dream. They dreamed of buying a yacht and traveling around the world. That was why they had worked so hard to save money. Until one day, she got a phone call from a stock company. The call center staff kept advising them to buy the stocks. He even drew a picture of life in the future for them. Because her husband wanted to get money quickly, he invested all their savings in this company. Eventually, the stocks plummeted after one night. And their money was gone, too. Her husband could not stand this, so he committed suicide. Finishing talking, she suddenly stares at Henry. It turns out that the junk stocks were deliberately sold by him. However, even Henry does not apologize her. He claims that she is insulting his company. "You bought the junk stocks because you were not careful." His words make the blonde woman angrier. She keeps scolding Henry. Because of being angry, she has a stroke and continuous convulsions. The people hastily call the police, but it does not help at all. This disease is chronic and there is no cure for it. Before she dies, she tells Henry that there is a bomb on her body, then she stops breathing. Everyone is frightened. They start discussing, but no one dare to get close to the body. William's girlfriend takes out her phone and begins streaming. She wants to take this chance to be famous. Seeing that, the pregnant woman could not bear any more. "Is there a bomb in this elevator? How don't you care about it at all?" Her advices do not work. While everyone is scared, the pregnant woman bends down and starts searching on the dead woman's body. There is actually a bomb. It is tied to her belly and counting down. They get more and more frightened. If it explodes in the elevator, none of them will survive. They decide to find a way out. They intend to escape from the ceiling of the elevator. It's difficult to open up the ceiling, but then they find another thick iron plate on top. That means they could not go out through it. The pregnant woman is desperate. She is smoking and does not notice that she is pregnant. William gets rid of the cigarette. She becomes angry, pushing him away. She cries, "When I was pregnant, you did not care about it. Or you will care about me only if I am having your baby." At this moment, William's girlfriend is totally amazed. She assumes that William has been cheating on her so far. She cannot have a baby, while that woman is about to give birth. Everything in the elevator is a mess. The atmosphere inside the elevator is getting worse and worse. Fortunately, the video posted by William's girlfriend goes viral on the internet. Many channels are talking about this. The rescue team quickly begin the plan. However, because there is a bomb in the elevator, they have to evacuate the whole building first. Then they will save them, but maybe it will be too late. These people do not want to die, so they decide to save themselves. They work together to separate the elevator doors. Unfortunately, the elevator is stuck under the door. The opening is too small for them to get out. One of them thinks that they could touch the switch outside the door. Maybe they will activate the elevator again. They try many plans. First they lift William, whose arms are the smallest. He is also given a stick to reach the switch. When he almost succeeds, the girl presses the button again. She raises her hand to touch many buttons, making the elevator fall down. William's arm is cut off by this. The people gather around him, using the tie to stop the bleeding. After each clasp, William screams out loud. After the last clasp, William passes out because of the pain. Looking at him, they are no longer having a plan to get out. Meanwhile, the terrorist regrets and confesses himself to the police. In fact, he is the son of the blonde woman. Although he hates Henry very much, he does not want to hurt other people. Via the video, he informs them that the bomb will explode within 10 minutes. If they cannot escape, they will all die. After learning this, a fat guy becomes angry. He is blaming Henry. He says although Henry knew stocks had problems, Henry still forced him to cheat the old people. He turns out to be the call center staff who sold stocks to the blonde woman. However, the discussions do not help anymore. Survival instinct brings them together again. They start looking for a way to save themselves. They quickly decide that they should take off the bomb. Then they will throw it to the bottom of the elevator. But they could not find anything except a nail knife. This thing is too weak to cut off the steel wire on the bomb. That means if they want to get rid of the bomb, they must cut the flesh. No one dare to do that. Finally, Henry is the volunteer. He takes the knife and starts slashing the dead woman's belly. When he is doing this, the rescue team arrive. The evacuation has been finished, and they come here to save these people. The police move the elevator down a little to get enough space for them to get out. Everything seems smooth. However, the fat guy could not fit the opening in the elevator. While it is only 1 minute before the bomb explodes, the fat guy looks at the dead woman and decides to accept his fate. He closes the elevator and lets it fall down. In the explosion, his sin is finally washed away.